invite.com. And what I'm going to do is walk you through the mechanical process of how our AWS calendar invite server we invented works with a calendar client. So step one, anybody can pull out a calendar client, Outlook or Google. He or she would then populate that data with their calendar invite information. This can be done many different ways in an automated fashion, which I won't get into here. Mechanically, we're talking about a person, but it can be automated through other means using AI technology. That said, create, read, update, delete from the calendar client to the AWS invite server works here in the step process. We go from 1 to 2. We essentially ingest the calendar invite information into the AWS calendar invite stack by using a simple email service box you set up using the calendar invite admin panel to set up a box, if you will, somewhat metaphorically like a Dropbox to drop this data off. In this case here, create@calendarsnack.com was the Dropbox to drop this data off. It goes into the calendar invite server on AWS, and it's processed over here using our 9 APIs for display. And once it's staged over here, then one can use automated workflow processes for sending calendar invites. This step process here just takes about 2 minutes to actually ingest data. It's super simple. So as I walked you through 1, 2, 3, what happens here in number 4 is I'm displaying the GUI for the direct calendar invite. So the direct calendar invite option in the AWS calendar invite server is a display mechanism that scrolls all the upcoming games in this demo, particularly for the NBA. So what I'm doing here in the picker is I am picking out a game, Orlando Magic versus the Boston Celtics. That is round 23 here for 4/9 at 5 p.m. I'm getting it permission to send a calendar invite to a list in which I pre-selected. Now that data is stored here in S3 and DynamoDB here with our 9 APIs, which we display here in this visualizer, or essentially our dashboard. So with that said, I'm going to wrap it up by saying 4, 5, and 6 essentially is our ability to simply give permission to the list engine to send out the calendar invites. I have selected the Orlando Magic and the Phoenix Suns. Those are 2 independent workflows. I've collapsed into this one dashboard. I've given permission by clicking the yes button here, independent of these 2. And I send out calendar invitations in which we're collecting the calendar invite information from the end users or the recipients of the calendar invites themselves out of the email lists. And what I'm showing here is displaying the 9 APIs, how we collect and sort data at scale in the event organizer dashboard. With that said, if you want to check us out online, we're at many different places building out the calendar invite story. We have an industry site now up and running called calendarinvite.com. We encourage you to go there. If you want to get access to this on the AWS CloudFormation stack, you can go to our Git repo and do a pull request. It comes with a complete CI/CD pipeline to build out automations using AI technology and agents, etc. And I thank you for stopping by here April 7th, 2025.